Hi dear students, welcome back to computer science class. We have completed the first two basic operations in data file handling, reading and writing, and have worked with different functions or built-in methods. In read operation or in reading operation, we have the functions read, readline and readlines. And in writing, we have write and write lines. So these were the two basic operations. And of course, if you perform any of the higher end operations, you have to perform anyway you have to perform read operation, right? Yes. Sometimes you have to perform write operation. Yes. And today we have our third operation, the third fundamental or basic operation, that is appending. Appending means the term meaning is of course what? To add to, right? Or we can say add at the end of. You know the basic difference between appending and writing, and the commonality is, yeah, of course, if the file doesn't exist, if the file we want to write doesn't exist, both write and append creates a new file with the name provided, right? Yes, that is, if the file doesn't exist for read or what, for write or append operation, file will be created. But in the case of write, what happens is, if the file already exists, the existing data will be deleted and new data will be added. But in the case of appending, the existing data remains there and we do append at the end of, right? So we will have what, both the old data, new data, right? That is what really appending is. So let's go to appending, append to file. That's a topic, yeah. So appending means to add to, or we can say adding at the end of. Add at the end of, yeah. Then open for writing, if it exists, what, append data to the end of the file. Use A mode. What is A? A is the access mode or file mode. A stands for append, right? Yes. So appending means adding at the end of. So if the file, okay, we are opening the file for writing, right? Yes, we open the file for writing and using which mode? A mode, because it is also another kind of write operation, right? Yes. So the mode we use is A, right? We are using A, append mode, and of course the data will be added at the end of. And what happens? What happens if the file doesn't exist and if the file exists? That's what we are going to look at. So if the file already exists, it will not be erased. That means the existing content will not be erased or existing content will not be removed. If the file doesn't exist, it will be created. That means if the file already exists, the existing content will not be removed or erased. And if the file doesn't exist, it will create a new file, just like write operation. Yes. When data is written, it will be done at the end of the file's current content. That means it adds, or append operation adds data at the end of, maintaining what, the existing content, right? Yes. So data will be added at the end of the file's current content, right? Yes. Okay. So this is what happens at the time of performing append operation. Hope you get it, right? Yes. Then let's look at the syntax. File object equal to open file name comma A. In read operation, of course that's a default mode, right? Yes, it is R, right? For write operation it is W, and here it is, the operation is append. So we are using the mode A, right? A stands for append. Yes. So this is a syntax, and we have two programs here, okay? Yeah, one is a static program, second is a dynamic program. Yes. So let's look at the static program first. F equal to open test.txt comma A. Test.txt, that's a file we are opening in which mode? A mode. That means append mode, okay? Yeah, it should be in quotes, okay? A should be in quotes. Yeah. Then f.write, what, simple syntax /n. F.write makes Python easy /n. Print more data appended f.close. So you can see something, you know, something specific, right? Something special. We are writing. That means we are using the function write for appending. But the only difference is here the access mode is not W, it is A. Okay? How do we write or how do we append data? Using the function write. Yes. So f.write, simple syntax. That's the first line we are writing. Okay? Then second, f.write makes Python easy. That will be the second line because we have used /n. End of line. Okay? Yeah. Then print more data appended, that will not be written. Instead it will be what, displayed on the output screen, right? Yes. Finally we are closing it. So let's see the status of the file. Here it is, test.txt. Hello user you are working with Python. This is the existing content. Okay, that's why it's in green. Blue. Hello user, you are working with Python is the existing content, and using this block of code, this program, we have written what, 2 more lines, right? Simple syntax makes Python easy. So simple syntax will be written after what, the last, that means at the end of, right? Yes, simple syntax, and to the next line makes Python easy. So here in red color you can see the data which is appended. In blue color, that is the data that exists already, right? Yes. So this is how append operation works. Hope you get it, right? So append operation simply means what, if the file doesn't exist, it creates a new file, just like write operation or write, okay, function, yeah. Then if the file exists, write operation removes the data, but append function append operation what, just adds the data or add the data at the end of, right? So that means existing data will be maintained as such. Hope you get it, right? Yes. So next is dynamic program. Okay, yeah, let's move on to the next program. Name equal to input of enter your name, age equal to input of enter your age, then f equal to open user details dot txt comma a, f dot write name, f dot write age, f dot clause. Okay, so first we initializing name, equal to input of enter in. So it's, it's a dynamic method. Okay, yeah, so you can have some name in the variable name. Let's see Arun, that's a name. Okay, yeah. Then age equal to input of enter your age. So using input function, you can input something dynamic. So let's take what, 17. Okay, 17 here in age. So we have inputted what, Arun in name and 17 in age. Okay, then we are opening the file, f equal to open. Here f is the file object, open function. We are opening user details, right? User details dot txt. That may be an existing file or the file which is created, right? That is created, that is to be created, right? Yes. Then here the access mode is A. So we are opening user details dot txt in append mode. Then we are writing it, f dot write name. Name is a variable which is already initialized using input function. That is, we have the name Arun in name, and we have the age. We are writing age, right? Then we are writing age. That is f dot write age. That is 17. So Arun and 17 will be written, right? Yes. Finally, we are closing it, and you can see. Okay, here is the text file. User details dot txt. Rinku 23, Ankit 25. Okay, it's another sample. Okay, value. Yes. Rinku 23. We have initialized name and age twice. That is why we can see Rinku 23. That's the Rinku name 23 age. Next, okay, second time Ankit name 25 age. Okay, so that means we have initialized it 2 times. That's it. So this is how we can work with append operation using dynamic method. Okay, first we have followed static method, second dynamic method. Hope you understood, right? Yes, there is nothing. Okay, no more big changes. Only changes, A, the mode A, right? There is no other change. Okay, yes, and okay, we are just using the function write because we are writing. Yes, that means we do not have any specific operation or function for append. We are making use of what, write function. Okay, for appending data. Yes. So this is all about appending data to a file, and of course these are the functions for read, write and append. Reading, read line and read lines, write and write lines, and finally append. There also be making use of write function. Okay, yeah. So let's go through all these topics once again. So appending means one of the basic operations in data file handling. So appending means adding at the end of, right? And the difference or the commonality between append and what, write is if the file doesn't exist, both write and append operation creates a new file. But in the case of read, it doesn't happen, right? If you're trying to read a file that doesn't exist, it shows error. But in the case of write and append, if the file doesn't exist, the function itself creates a new file with the name provided, right? Yes. Okay, that's a similarity between write and append, but the difference is, when you perform write operation, the existing content will be deleted. But if you're going to perform what, append operation, the existing content remains and you are adding the data at the end of. That's what happening in append, right? Yes. So append to adding at the end of, open file for writing. If it exists, data will be added at the end of the file, use a mode. Then if the file already exists, will not be erased. The file doesn't exist, will be created. Yeah, when data is written, it will be done at the end of the file's content. Okay, existing content. Here is the syntax: open file in comma mode. Okay, yeah, not only this mode, that is A, and we have seen two examples. One is a static program, you are writing data directly, that is right, simple syntax selection makes Python easy. Okay, you are writing data directly. In the second example, this is that's a dynamic program. We are initializing name and age dynamic using the function input. Okay, and we are writing name and age, and we have seen the what the status of the file as well, right? Yes. So this is all about appending data to a file. Of course, you might have performed or practiced read and write operations, right? Yes. So just go through this, the theory stuff first, okay? Then practice it. Yes. So in the coming classes, we'll be looking at binary operations, okay? Binary file operations. After that, we'll be having a CSV file, okay? So just go through all these topics once again. Have a thorough understanding of all these, okay? Have thorough practice, everything, right? Yes. So this is all for the time being. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. See you in the next video. Take care.